Hey guys, last week my friend Bob and I talked about how to learn English. I told him learning English today is very different from a few years ago. And why? Because now we have AI. And AI has become a very convenient and powerful language learning tool. And that is why I made this video. Today, I want to share how I learn English with AI for you. Before talking about the ways to learn English, let's talk about the goals. How you learn English depends on your goal because different goals need different learning plans. For me, my goal is simple. I want English to be my working language and my learning language. I want to use English in real life, not only for exams. So the idea in my video, right, are designed for real communication and lifelong learning. In my opinion, the best way to learn English is to use English to learn something you are really interested in. For example, I love technology, AI product, and music and global news. So I learned this topic in English, and at the same time, I improve my English. It's a win-win game, and I never feel bored. A few years ago, it was very difficult, but today, AI can explain, teach, answer questions, and practice with me anywhere, anytime. And it uses simple English that you can understand. Let's break it down step by step. The first part, the first step is learning vocabulary with AI. When I learn a new word, I ask AI for pronunciation, picture, and simple explanation, and an example sentence like this, just like this. Right, I will show you. This is ChatGPT, right? Help me learn this new word in plain English, including pronunciation, meaning, use example, right, and picture, right? This is what I want to learn. This new word, picnic, right? It show me the pronunciation, meaning, picture, and example, right? And some useful words like picnic basket, right, and things like this. And please go on for campfire, right? What is campfire, right? Show me everything about it in detail and something clear, simple, and easy to understand. And I can learn a lot word I want, right? I will show you. And then at last, after you learn a lot, maybe 10, maybe 20 words, maybe 30, anyway, all you need to do is tell him, please create a short story or maybe fun story with picture, right, to help me remember and review the new word I just learned, right? Rex and Phoebe camping adventure. Wow, that's great. It's beautiful and easy for me to remember it. It helps me learn to think in English, just like the way we learn our first language. That's it. That's for vocabulary. Next step is for reading. Reading with AI, right? I use ChatGPT Outlines. ChatGPT Outlines is an AI browser, right? I use it to read many things in English. For example, right, Google News. I like read all kind of technology news from Google News. For example, this article, right? When a web page like this is a little bit difficult for me, and I use simple prompt, right? Rewrite the page in plain English, but don't miss any detail. Right? It's easy for me to read this web page, and AI keeps the meaning, but use easier English. This make reading much easier and improve your reading skill. And next step is for speaking. I will show you a case.
Hey Chap, how's your day going?
Hey Rex, my day's been pretty smooth so far, thanks for asking. How about yours?
I'm doing great too. And I want to share something about what happened yesterday with you.
I'm all ears. What went down yesterday? Spill the details.
Yeah, yesterday I have a meeting with my...
Okay, I often use ChatGPT voice mode to talk with AI just like a friend, right? I talk about my work, life, and books, technology, or anything interesting. And after conversation, I ask, please write a journal based on what we talk about, right? It will look like this, and it can reveal new works and some useful expressions and better sentence. In one conversation, give me listening, speaking, and reading and writing practice. It's the most useful skill for me. And finally, to learn what I love with AI. This is the fun part. For example, I love the song Someone You Love, right? But I don't know the story. I don't know what is the meaning, right? So I talk with him. I talk with ChatGPT, right? Please tell me the story inside the song, right? And it showed me in a very interesting way. That is what I love. Anyway, they feel safe and they have someone to talk to, right? And things like one important feeling in the song, right? The song is not only about romantic love, it's really about human connection, emotion support, and the fears of loneliness. Anything. If you love some book, you can talk with him about this book to let him explain the book for you. Maybe just write the book for you in the ways you want, right? And at last, one more thing I want to talk is, yeah, AI is a great tool, but AI is not everything. And you should also learn vocabulary, podcasts, and books, and especially talk with real people in real conversation, right? AI is a helper, but not the whole journey, right? Anyway, the best way to learn English, is to use English to learn something you are generally interested in, and find your interest and use English to explore them, and let AI help you along the way. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.